Oh, great. Another Fast and the Furious movie. Hey guys, welcome to another review. Welcome to my review for Fast X. We are now at Fast 10. My fucking lord. If you count Hobbs and Shaw, that's 11 films. 11 fucking films in this fucking series. Are you fucked? Oh my god, I can't believe this shit. Every couple of years I got to review a Fast and Furious movie and shit on it because I fucking hate this series. I have no idea why people are still going to see these movies. I get they're ridiculous. I get they're over the top. They're almost like borderline cartoons / superhero movies, but I digress. Fast X. This one stars Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Jason Statham, Tyrese Gibson, you know, the usual suspects, Jordana Brewster, John Cena, Charlize Theron, Brie Larson, Jason Momoa, Alan Richardson, the chick from West Side Story, Ludacris, oh god, and even the return of Paul Walker. Spoilers. I don't give a fuck. This movie, it's just about another bad guy from Dom's past, his return, and he wants revenge, and he wants to hurt the family. So he's got his street racers, and he's gonna take them all out, kill them, and fuck everything up, and it's up to Dom and his family to put an end to this evil, sinister villain. It's like a Villain of the Week show. It's like Flash fucking Gordon. Okay. Everyone knows how I feel about this. Fast and the Furious stopped being good a long time ago. You remember the first movie? It was just a Point Break ripoff. Why couldn't they just continue that? I actually enjoyed the first Fast and Furious movie. It was entertaining. It's silly and corny, but I think it's enjoyable. And it actually is a serious movie. These movies got less and less serious as they kept going. Even Fast 5, I don't mind Fast 5. It gets kind of stupid, but it actually has some grounded emotions in that movie. Fast 6 is when I jump the shark. When I see Dominic Toretto jumping through the bridges, off these bridges and stuff, I was like, okay. Then Furious 7, when he's lifting cars, the cars are going through building to building. I'm like, what the fuck? Hobbs and Shaw is literally about Jason Statham and The Rock fighting Idris Elba in a mech suit. What the fuck is going on? This is just about street racers. Now it's got machines and space and people flinging through the air like Superman. What the hell? And I know some people are like, that's what makes it fun. I'm like, no, it's really stupid. And my god, they've done so many ridiculous things in these movies. Characters are dying, but no, they're not dead. Letty, no, she's not dead. Han, the character death we've been building up to, and he finally dies, but then he doesn't die. What? Then all these villains who become the heroes. You got Jason Statham and Helen Mirren, Charlize Theron, John Cena. Now they're good guys. Okay, I guess every villain either just dies ridiculously or becomes a good guy. Even The Rock was kind of like the antagonist in Fast 5. I'm like, okay. And then the amount of laws these people break. I'm like, how isn't every character in this movie in life in prison for the shit they have done? What is going on? Where is law enforcement? What is happening? How is the government not putting an end to all this shit? I know I'm getting a little out of hand. Sorry, I gotta fix that. Anyways, we have some newcomers in this. We got Brie Larson. That instantly got a huge chuckle out of me. Brie Larson in a Fast and Furious movie. It's funny. I don't like the series, and I don't really like her, so it kind of fits well. But I don't really have a lot of negative thing to say about her. I know I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of her acting or her in real life, but she is neither good or bad in this movie. So there's nothing for me to talk about with her. She doesn't say anything cringy, but she also doesn't really do anything all that special. She's just kind of there. Just like every cast member in this movie, they're just there to exist. Except Tyrese Gibson. He's there to annoy and to make my ears bleed with his constant yelling. I guess the only main positive I can say about this is Jason Momoa. Yeah, he is a lot of fun in this movie. He is having a complete blast, and it's fun to watch that, I guess, because I've watched a character have fun in these movies in quite some time, and he is really enjoying playing this bad guy and just chewing the scenery, and he's great, and he even has a moment in this movie that's kind of intimidating. I'm like, he belongs in like a John Wick movie than a Fast and the Furious movie. You're too good for this, Mr. Aquaman. I love that Jason Momoa and Alan Richardson are both in this movie because they both played Aquaman. It's kind of funny. I just realized that. But Jason Momoa, I liked him in this movie. I was rooting for him. I wanted him to kill every single character. Spoilers, he doesn't. Everyone else is just there. They're there. Playing the same fucking characters as they played past decade. More than a decade now, but some of the action it's alright. It's okay. There's some very blatantly obvious CGI, and there's ridiculous shit, but there's a pretty cool chase scene in the third act that I kind of dug. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. The soundtrack, as usual, is the current bullshit music that I don't like. I'm not a current music fan, so this is a bit annoying. Editing is it's not as bad as like Fate and the Furious. That's probably some of the worst fucking editing in the Fast and Furious movies. A little more tighter in this one, but still need a little working on. But though I guess the good thing I can say about this movie is that it doesn't go as cartoony as like F9, Fate and the Furious, Fury 7, Hobbs and Shaw, Fast and Furious 6. Those movies went so over the top, goofy, cartoony, just disobeying the laws of physics and just what the fuck. This one goes a little more grounded and tries to go a little more, I guess, realistic in a way. So I think they were trying to be more like the first film, which I can respect that they're trying to go back to the first film, but it's too little too late. Come on. There's so many characters in these movies, and since I'm not a fan, and I only watch these movies once and once ever, and then I'm done with them, I forget a lot of their names and forget what the fuck they were doing. I'm like, oh wait, who's that again? Wait, I forgot all about F9. It was so bad. I'm like, wait, what was John Cena in these movies? Oh yeah, he was the bad guy in the last one. I'm like, I just forget all these movies because after I watch them once, I'm just like, I'm just done with them. But yeah, this one is just like every Fast and Furious movie. Every Fast and Furious movie I see, it's all the same. It's just mindless action, shitty, corny dialogue, family repeated a bajillion times, and a very predictable conclusion with the good guys beating the bad guy, and a lot of like current rap reggae music, and yeah, that's a lot of the films. It's pretty much all of the fucking films, and I forgot about them in a month until I have to see a new one in a couple of years. Nothing special about this movie at all. Like, if you're a fan of these movies, you're gonna love it. Of course you're gonna love it. This is your shtick. That's okay. I'm not insulting you. Just not my shtick. These movies, I can't ever get into them. Like, it's cool that you guys can, but I can't. I'm just like, they're too dumb for me. And I'm a kind of person who does love entertainingly bad movies. I love like 80s, because I think there's a certain charm to like 80s bad movies. There's like this super weird self-awareness, and just like, it's like when I watch Commando and Flash Gordon and like even like Point Break, they're so silly and ridiculous, but they work, and they have this charm and this hilarity that I just love about them. These ones are just so like generic, bloated, fucking flashy action films that there's nothing about these movies I ever remember. So yeah, I don't know. Paul Walker was like the best thing about these movies. So every time I review a Fast and Furious movie, I give it the same rating, and I'm going to continue that streak. So on the scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Fast X a 5 out of 10. It is just disposable action movie that it doesn't anger me enough to give it lower than that, but it does some things right, but it also is still the same. So it's just like every other Fast and Furious movie to me. So if you love the franchise, you're going to love this movie. If not, don't see it. I have to see it because that's my job. And I get invited to early access. So it's my duty. It's my burden. I'm Spider-Man. So yeah, in the comments below, are you excited for Fast and Furious 5? Fast and Furious 5. Fast and Furious 10. Come on. Are you excited for this? And who's your favorite character in the series? Let me know. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.